everybody. This is Sable Badaki, the working mom mentor. And I am so excited to stop by because I just have 4 things I want to talk to you about today. 4 reasons why, as a working mother, you shouldn't have any guilt. Now, I know as working mothers, we always feel guilty about leaving our children or leaving our family members or not always being there for every event. And that tends to sometimes overtake this enjoyment that we get from our jobs. So I want to tell you, being a working mother, I know, is not an easy thing to do, but yet it comes with so many rewards, personal as well as professional. So I want to give you 4 reasons today why you, as a working mother, have no reason to feel guilty. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is daycare, because that's pretty much where it starts. It starts in the daycare center when we're now having to drop our precious ones over and turn them over to someone who we don't really know. So I remember when I was dropping my first born child, my first daughter, to a daycare center. So of course, before that happens, you do the major search and you're looking for the perfect place that you can drop your child off. And so when I was looking for that perfect place, the place with the great activities, with the really snuggly teachers who are going to comfort them. One of the daycare center owners asked me a very strange question. She said, "Are you going back to work because you want to or because you have to?" And I thought, what business is that of yours? But anyway, I said, I was really excited about going back to work. Okay, I must confess, I wasn't one of those mothers who were saying, I don't want to go back to work. I was looking forward to the adult conversation. And so I said I wanted to. And she said, well, great, because it's really difficult for moms who have to drop their child off in a daycare center when they really don't want to. And I think we worry because we're wondering, are they going to fit in? Are they going to take care of our child as well? And we begin to feel like we've abandoned our child. But some of the great things that happen for our children who we drop in daycare centers is that they develop social skills. They develop skills where they're able to communicate and learn how to share at a very early age. They also have an opportunity to learn how to be in a routine, which is also very essential for them at a very early age. So every day they're learning they need to get up, go somewhere, and come back. This is also a very, very essential skill. And one of the things that happens is by being in a daycare center at an early age, when they get to elementary school, their immune system is already really strong. And so we can count on our kids to get that perfect attendance award. So that's one of the reasons why we should not feel guilty about being a working mother. The other thing is, it's about the quality of time that we spend with our children, not the quantity. And I know when my children were smaller, they were toddlers, I was always concerned about, am I spending enough time with them? Are we spending enough time together? And I realized it's not how many hours of the day, but it's what I do with my children when we are together. And I know a lot of times in households, people are in the house all day with their kids, but their children are in one room, they're in another, everybody has their own TV, everybody got their face in a phone, they're texting or looking at Snapchat if you have teenagers. And so what I'm saying to you is, don't worry about the quantity, how many hours you spent. Worry about what you're doing with your child when you're spending time with them. Are you bonding? Are you having a conversation? So it's the quality of time. And whether you're working or not working, we can all do that as mothers. We can make sure we're spending quality time with our children. So one of the things I do is I'm always going out with my girls. If I step out the house, they're stepping out with me. We're always spending time together in that way. This is a way that we as a family can bond, and I can hear about their day, they can hear about mine. We're sharing learning experiences on the way. I always finding a teachable moment while we're out. So don't worry about how many hours you're spending, but definitely worry about what you're going to be doing during that time you're spending together. And the third thing I want you to think about is the impact. Do you know that the impact of working mothers have on their children is positive? Yes, because when we as working mothers are working, our daughters are looking at us and they begin to model that behavior. And statistics and studies have shown that daughters of working mothers tend to have a higher education. They tend to also be in more leadership roles when they go out to the workforce. And those are really great things that we can count on for our children. The other thing is, oh, I forgot, and they also tend to have a higher income when they go to the workforce. So that is a great impact on our daughters. The other thing, our sons are not left out as well. Working mothers' sons usually contribute more to their household, and they also are more caring. And this happens because these sons usually are already actively involved in household chores as a son of a working mother. So this is a great attribute that your son is going to develop from a very early age, simply because you got him involved, because of the heavy load that was upon you, and you got him involved in household chores, and so he benefits from that. That's a lifelong skill. And the fourth thing, but not the last, and definitely not the least, is the money. Yes, because as a working mother, no matter why you're working, if it's just as an added bonus or if it's a financial need in your household, it is a contribution. And what a great contribution to make to your household, but a financial contribution to your household. And so this contribution that you're making to the household not only builds your confidence, but everybody in the household gets to enjoy it. So don't feel bad that, oh, you're making a contribution to your household and you're helping it. It's a great thing. Just think about, perhaps maybe it's helping out in that soccer team that your son might not, or your daughter might not have been able to participate. It might be a gymnastics group that someone be able to. It could be, I don't know about you, but band is terribly expensive in our neighborhood. And so it could be that you were able to pay the band fees. So your contribution to that financial contribution is definitely something that is a benefit to your household. And you know what another great thing is? You can splurge on yourself without feeling guilty. So when you're out shopping and you're thinking about getting that extra pair of shoes or that designer bag that you always wanted, feel free. You have the finance to do it, as long as it's in your budget. So I want us to not go to work feeling guilty. If you have a job that you love, enjoy that job. Be present in that job and be present when you're at home, so they can enjoy you at work and you can enjoy yourself when you're at home. So I'm telling you, there's 4 reasons, and I want you to think about that the next time you drive out of your house to work, that you should not feel guilty. Daycare is not a death sentence for your children. It's a place where they're going to learn and develop skills. Your working has a positive impact on your children, and the quality of time that you spend with your children, it far surpasses the quantity of time that you would spend with them, as long as you're doing the right thing. And the money is a great benefit because it allows your family to be able to explore some things that they would have not able to be able to do. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Sable Badaki, the Working Mom Mentor. See you next time.